Hello guys, what's up? This is Laser Dude Gaming / info. I hope you are safe and healthy and fit because today I'm gonna be talking about the circulatory system. I'm gonna mainly focus on the heart and how you can keep it healthy. So let's get started. Before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new videos. Enjoy! So guys, as you can see, this is a picture of a heart. So first, I'm gonna be listing all the parts of the heart. So let's get started. Okay, so first is superior vena cava, then it's right atrium, pulmonary valve, tricuspid valve, inferior vena cava, right ventricle, aorta, pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, left atrium, left ventricle, mitral valve, and aortic valve. Now I will be telling you about the 4 chambers of the heart. So the first chamber is the right atrium. So the right atrium is the first chamber. So this is where the blood actually comes in first. And then there is a valve. It's called the tricuspid valve, which opens and closes to let the blood flow into the second chamber, which is the right ventricle. So these 2 chambers are on the right side. Right atrium and right ventricle are on the right side. And now moving on to the left side. So there is a left atrium in the left side. That's the 3rd chamber of the heart. Left atrium. Then there is another valve here, which is called the mitral valve, which also opens and closes to let the blood flow into the 4th and the final chamber of the heart, which is the left ventricle. And so these are the 4 chambers of the heart: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. And these are the 2 valves: tricuspid valve and mitral valve. So now I'm going to be describing every part of the heart. So the first part of the heart is the superior vena cava. It's right here. So this superior vena cava, it connects to all these trunks here. So the superior vena cava is the great venous trunk, which is this. All this the trunks. So the superior trunk that returns the deoxygenated blood from the head, neck, arm, and chest of the body to the right atrium, which is right here. So now I will be talking about the inferior vena cava, which is the second part of the body. So the inferior vena cava is right here in the bottom, and the superior vena cava, which I talked about, is the top here. So don't get mixed up in this. So the inferior vena cava is a large vein that carries the deoxygenated blood from the lower and the middle body into the right atrium of the heart, right there. So like how I said, the superior vena cava, so basically the superior vena cava carries the deoxygenated blood from the arms and head and basically the top part of the body into the right atrium, and the inferior vena cava carries the deoxygenated blood from the bottom half of the body into the right atrium also. Now I will be talking about all the 4 chambers of the heart. So the first chamber, as I said before, so from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, the blood comes into the right atrium. From the right atrium, the tricuspid valve opens and then lets the blood flow into the right ventricle, which is the second chamber. Then the pulmonary valve, which is right here, opens and then lets the blood flow into the pulmonary artery. So in the pulmonary artery, the blood flows through the pulmonary artery into the lungs. So there are no lungs here, but like it flows into the lungs. And then in the lungs, the blood gets oxygenated. So with all the oxygen in our lungs, the deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated, and so then it comes back through the pulmonary vein into the left atrium, which is the third chamber, and then the mitral valve opens and then lets the blood flow into the left ventricle. And then the aortic valve here opens and then lets the blood flow into the aorta, which sends the blood into our body, the oxygenated blood into our body. And so that process gets repeated again. So then the blood goes through our body, it's oxygenated. So then while it's in our body, it becomes deoxygenated again, and then comes in back to the superior vena cava and then inferior vena cava, comes back, okay, and then into the right atrium again, and then the same process. Then the tricuspid valve opens and then lets the blood into the right ventricle, and then the pulmonary valve open and then the blood goes into the pulmonary artery. The deoxygenated blood goes into the pulmonary artery into the lungs, and then in the lungs, with all that oxygen in our lungs, the deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated and then comes back through pulmonary vein into our left atrium, and then the mitral valve opens and then lets the blood into our left ventricle, and then the aortic valve opens and then lets the blood flow into our aorta, which sends the oxygenated blood back to our body. So that process repeats and repeats and repeats like that. So some of the ways to keep your heart healthy are: be smoke free, so don't smoke, manage your blood cholesterol, and then manage your blood pressure, be physically active, achieve and maintain a healthy weight, and enjoy a variety of nutritious foods, and look after your mental health. Now time for interesting facts. Fact number 1. Your heart will beat about 115,000 times each day. Fact number 2. Your heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every day. Fact number 3. When the valves in your heart opens and closes, which I said before, so when it opens and closes, that is your heartbeat. So it's like open, close, like that's your heartbeat. Fact number 4. If you were to stretch out your blood vessel system, it would extend over 60,000 miles. Fact number 5. Laughing is good for your heart. It reduces stress and boosts your immune system. So guys, before I end this video, I just want to tell you about this pandemic, this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. So stay home and stay safe. So guys, that was the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.